Hello and welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. So as we get into the middle of the trading week, all eyes are on the Fed Reserve minutes later on in the American session, after we've seen quite a downturn in gold and quite a big uptick in the US index as well, hitting a 2-year high and just closing shy of the $100 handle for the first time since May 2020. So we'll look at the chart shortly, but I just want to also emphasize the rate hikes that are expected in 2022, and there's supposed to be another 3 or possibly 4 hiking the rate to 1%. We already saw this 25 basis point rise in the middle of March when they last met. However, the next FOMC meeting in the middle of May is expected as another rate hike as well. So we can't look on gold without looking on oil as well. Oil seems to be a little bit turbulent in the next few, well, the last few trading sessions, and we've got the EIA inventories as well later on, which is expected to see a rise in the inventories. So we'll see how that's going to work and how it's going to affect the charts moving forward. So what I've done with the gold chart at the moment is just highlighted the 1900 handle, because this is a very good support. We've had 2 false breaks, just zooming in just for a better clarification. We've had 2 false breaks in the near term, and it just seems that we're just bouncing off this particular line. At the moment, very, very strong support, as you can see, roughly around the 1915 handle. And now we're just looking at today's session to see if we're going to hit this next leg to the downside. Using the Ichimoku feature like I usually do, we're seeing that prices are a little bit thin here. So there could be quite a good impetus to strike through this particular area and then hit this 1900 handle and test it once again. The 1900 handle for me will be a very good psychological support zone. If we break that, then we're looking to see this momentous slide and possibly back down towards the mid 1800 handle, possibly 1850, something like that. So let's just see what happens in the near term as well. RSI not really giving us too much to go on, but if we look on the 4-hour chart, we'll see if there's any other opportunities at the moment. And let's just stretch this out a little bit. So as you can see here, heavy consolidation on gold, looking for the next direction. So the FOMC minutes later on in today's session could give another good indication on where gold is heading. I just wanted to point out before we move on to oil, just to see the DXY, the dollar index. Again, I just want to show you at the moment, just pull this down. I've highlighted the $100 handle because we are looking now very, very bullish, and it's looking like there's going to be more momentous upside for the US index. If we just drag this chart all the way back, as you can see here, roughly about May, June 2020, 2-year high now, hitting around these particular areas. But look at the momentous V-shaped recovery that we've seen on the DXY. So expect that to keep moving in the same direction for now, especially as these rate hikes continue to be evolving. As I said, May is the next official meeting for the Fed, and this is when we're supposed to be expecting another rate hike, possibly another 25 basis points. So we'll see how that goes into fruition. And lastly, just looking on US oil, Brent oil, crude oil, roughly moving in the same tandem. But as you can see here, a little bit like gold, we are looking now at a little bit of pressure. I've highlighted, well, I want to highlight actually the $100 handle here, roughly about here, or just there or thereabouts. So as you can see here, it is finding a little bit of support, a little bit like gold on a psychological basis. And now we're just seeing what the shift in momentum is going to be. Are we going to see a bounce at this particular level, or we're going to see some resistance with the Ichimoku cloud and possibly engulfment? And as you can see here, a possible another leg of consolidation. So this will be another way of looking at some good opportunities there. Again, nothing on the RSI, in my opinion, to give me something to sink my teeth into, but the EIA inventories later on in today's session will give me some kind of indication of where we are looking. 4-hour chart as well. As I said, we've seen this choppy action, very heavily consolidated now with oil, and we're just seeing if we're going to penetrate this $100 handle, or if the prices will bounce and start moving higher. So all to look forward to. As I said, FOMC meetings later, minutes later, and also EIA inventories as well, just to keep the news up to date. To check out all the fundamentals, be sure to visit our blog at orbex.com, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye for now.